Hi, I'm Laura and welcome to Heart Driven Tarot for this week's tarot card lesson. Today we are talking about the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And this card, when it pops up in a reading, it's not something I look forward to because to me, overall, just look at this image closely. The first impression that at least pops up in mind for me, and again, the swords are related to the mind area, logic, communication. What we see in this image is this individual who appears to be stealing off with something. He's slipping away, sneaking away. So the overall vibe I get when I see this card appearing in a reading, and of course depending on where it is in the spread, what position it holds, it's always that kind of icky, oh, I'm being deceived somehow, someone's sneaking away with something, or they're lying, they're communicating, or they're miscommunicating, or not telling the truth, basically. That's always the first impression. Now, it doesn't always mean that, but I will say in most of the readings I've done, when this card comes up, especially when it comes up in a relationship reading, and it did several times for me in a relationship, it wasn't a serious one years ago, also for a friend that came up, and it was the same thing. The person was being deceitful in some ways. And of course, the key colors looking at this is that we've got that yellow illumination. So interestingly, even though this person's slipping away, sneaking away, in broad daylight, I think the advice or the suggestion is that this event is going to come to light at some point. You know, that this person may be sneaking away, thinking he's being cagey and getting away with something, but I believe it'll come to light. And in fact, some tarot readers interpret in the background, way in the background, we see a group of individuals, and this one person's raising, it looks like a wand, but maybe it's a sword also, as if they've just seen this individual. But at the moment, he appears to think that he's gotten away with something. He's taking 5 swords. He can't get all of the swords, so he's got to leave some behind. But overall, it's the main association with this card is often slipping away, sneaking away, kind of being deceitful in many ways. That's the general upright meaning. However, if this card appears reversed, then it suggests to me that this person thought he was going to get away with something, but he's going to be found out. The deception is ending. It's coming to a conclusion. That's how I see the overall meaning when the card appears reversed. In general, if you have a positive meaning associated with this card, it can mean, for example, since the swords relate to communication, speaking, etc., it could mean that you are very deftly winning in a debate. You've got 5 of the key points, and so you are the winner. It could mean, you steal the show, you win the debate. That could be one meaning. But the negative meaning would be interpretation. Again, someone stealing away, being deceptive. Now, how do you use this card to inspire you and to move forward in your life? Well, I would say that you could use this card if you've been in a difficult situation, someone's been, or the situation has been to your disadvantage, is that it's time to cut your losses. And you may need to leave quietly to not stir up things. You may need to get yourself out of a bad situation quietly. Take what you can and leave the rest. Just let it go. That to me is one positive use of this card. Just recognizing as a reminder. No, it wasn't a great situation, but I'm taking what I can and then just letting it go. Now, the relevant music selection, and this popped in my mind, in fact, when I was asking a relationship question years ago, vis-a-vis one person who I was dating, and then also in relationship to a friend of mine who she was asking about a romantic relationship, was that Smooth Operator came to mind. And so that's the recommended musical selection, because that's the first thing that popped in my mind. I thought, oh, this person is a smooth operator because he really thought he was, even though, again, things came to light pretty quickly as far as I was concerned. Now, the book I recommend, which I haven't fully read, I've only read snippets of it, is another one by one of my favorite authors, nonfiction authors, Sam Horn, who I think I mentioned last week, because she's so creative. Her book is called Take the Bully by the Horns, and the subtitle is Stop Unethical, Uncooperative, or Unpleasant People from Running and Ruining Your Life. So it's all about effective ways to communicate with these difficult and deceptive type of people. I hope this reading has been helpful for you. If you've not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. And until next time, remember, illumine your mind, inspire your life with tarot.